when the American Braille Press became the American Foundation for Overseas Blind, now Helen Keller International, in 1946, Miss Keller was appointed Counselor on International Relations. It was then that she began the globe-circling tours on behalf of the blind, for which she was so well known during her later years. During 7 trips between 1946 and 1957, she visited 35 countries on 5 continents. In 1955, when she was 75 years old, she embarked on one of her longest and most grueling journeys, a 40,000-mile, 5-month-long tour through Asia. Wherever she traveled, she brought encouragement to millions of blind people, and many of the efforts to improve conditions among blind people outside of the U.S. Something that can be traced directly to her visits. Anyway, you just see what I'm saying. I mean, it's like, wow, right? This was a time there wasn't plane. You couldn't travel quickly by jet. I mean, a lot of that was probably boat travel and not easy journeys. But she was so, and the name Helen Keller is just a part of our life. But you take a minute to really consider what she did and what she accomplished, and it's just, it's awesome.
Before we go into questions, the play is still performed, throughout the country. So is there anybody out there that may have performed in the play and had a role? Anna, does anyone want to talk about their role for a moment?
It was a lot of I can speak loud enough. It was a lot of picking up shattered dishes. And I can just remember the dining room scene, and the young woman that played it in our high school, we did it in high school, was amazing. I can't remember anybody else but her because she had to do all the physical fights. It was pretty exhausting.
And behind you are 2 more young people that have also. If you want to say your name first.
I'm Serena Chapman, and I played Helen Keller. And it was amazing. After rehearsals, I would come back bruised from all the fight scenes and stuff, and I did it, I think, 2 years ago, and I can't explain it. The relationship that I now have with the person that played Annie Sullivan is really close, and everyone became so close. And it was as when you said that your mom was embarrassed about saying Wawa. I had that exact same thing too, and that was pretty interesting for me to hear. And I'm Caleb Chapman. I performed as Percy with my sister, and it was a really great experience, and I had a great time.
Thank you. Did you watch the movie before you did it?
I did, but my director didn't want me to.
Yeah, that's a good actor. Don't do that. That's the first thing you do. I understand, and I understand both. Percival, huh? Percy. What'd you think of this guy? It was funny. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, it's so amazing to see different interpretations in schools that what people are affected by, because what they emphasize. So good. It's nice to meet another Helen. I'll tell my mom I met another one. Yeah, there's a lot. She's met a lot. She's met a lot of Helens through the years. So yeah, that's really, as an actor, like when I played Rudy or played in Lord of the Rings, what I felt like was I was the kind of ambassador for that character for the time that I did it. There will be a lot of other people for Lord of the Rings who will play Sam, because they'll remake it in movies and versions and school plays. It'll be done in a lot of places. So I feel like my job at the moment that I did it was to take care of that part. So you took care of Helen, my mom took care of Helen, and millions of other people have. And it's, you never know who, how the people who saw it might be affected, and when it'll occur to them in their lifetime to remember something, a feeling they had, or something like that. So it's part of the power of it.
So should we open it up to a few questions from the audience? Yeah. If anyone has questions, I'll bring you the microphone. If you could say your name first as well. There you go. Great, thanks.
I'm Riel David, and I'm curious if you use real names for all the characters in the movie.
In Helen Keller?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure. Well, you know, I shouldn't say. I should say I don't know. Do you know? Yeah, I don't know either.
Thanks.
But it did say, I mean, the legend at the beginning of the film and the stuff that I've read about on the internet and talking to my mom was it was historically accurate and based on the. I know the name of the farm that they called. What was the name of the farm? Does anybody remember it? What's it called? Ivy Greens. Yeah, that I know that was the actual place of their farm in Alabama. So, yeah.
Okay, if you could say your name first, please.
My name is Zoe. I was wondering how old your mom was when she performed.
Zoe, she was, I think, 12 or 13 when she first started the play. So she was 13 or 14 when they made the movie. So I think that you were looking at like a 13-year-old, almost 13-year-old, almost 14-year-old girl. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm
8.
8.
How old are you? 6. Yeah. Yeah. You? 12. Do you have anybody under 6 out here? Aside from my sleeping one? Oh, there you go. Oh, you don't have to.
Are there other questions?
Got one down here? Okay.
If you could say your name first. You have to speak close to the mic.
That's Helena. Hi, Helena. Did you like the movie?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Good.
Do you have a question for Sean?
Why don't you hold the microphone for a minute, and if you think of a question in a minute, then raise your hand again. Does that sound okay? Does anybody else have a question before?
Okay.
Oh.
Should I take?
I'll think we'll remember in a second.
If you could say your name first.
I'm Paige, and I was wondering if your mom actually learned sign language for the movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sign language. She did a lot of work actually with. She did a lot of work with sign language and has worked with hearing impaired groups over the years, and I think she. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't need it. Can you hear me?
No, use the mic.
No. Use the mic. Okay.
We have a hearing impaired kiddo who needs you to use the mic, please.
Hi. Okay. She's done, I think, a lot of work. I'm sure she's done videos and this kind of stuff to, help others learn it. And I know she's done public appearances. And so learning, I don't think, did you learn it to play Helen?
Yes.
Yeah? You can't really do it without learning it, I wouldn't think. Yeah. Cool. You can't fake it. Well, yeah. That's probably the best advice you can give to any actor. You can't fake it. Yeah. Did you think of it? What?
How did you like being Sam in Lord of the Rings?
Had to come. Trying to think of a bridge. Like, Sam was a communicator. I liked it. Again, like my mom said about the miracle worker, it was hard work. It was really, really hard work. I wouldn't have thought that it would be as hard as it was, but it was hard work, and it was a real fun time because we got to go to New Zealand. You know where New Zealand is? You do? New Zealand, you know, really, if you were looking at a globe? Because I didn't know when I was your age. Of course, kids are smarter now. But it's a little island. It's 2 little islands. I don't even know what happened up there.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. I got people reminding me every day, too. But anyway, it's two islands way down towards the bottom of the globe. And it's very green and beautiful, and there are a lot of sheep. Does anybody know where this... You guys know where it was depicted, right? You know where? Well, certainly south of Mason-Dixon.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. Oh, did I say it again, too? Okay. Alabama, and they filmed it. Something I asked my mom that I didn't know, because I thought maybe they filmed it on location. I thought maybe they filmed it in Hollywood or outside of the stages or something. But no, I guess it was in on the east side of Manhattan in a studio that she would then go on and film her a TV show, the Patty Duke Show, and she did another movie or movie of the week there called Me, Natalie. So in the same studio, and then they filmed the outside stuff in Long Island. No, in New Jersey.